Hi everyone. The first market update for 2024 is actually about what happened in the Charleston real estate market last year. How did we end up? There was so much talk about the market falling and that a recession was coming, and what really happened? Well, I can tell you that that didn't happen, and a lot of changes occurred. The sales were down, the number of new listings were down, and agents in general didn't, do as well because there weren't as many houses to sell. Here at Zurilla Associates, we actually had a record-breaking year, so I am very thankful to everyone who trusted me and the team to sell their house or help them buy a house. That being said, I don't know what 2024 brings, but I did want to give you information on how 2023 ended. So a couple interesting things. I'm going to throw some numbers at you, both percentages and actual numbers, so you know what those percentages actually mean, because it does become interesting. And I have my notes here because I have a lot of numbers. So first thing I wanted to tell you was that we're talking about Charleston County. We're not doing the entire area right now. So I'm just going to start with Charleston County. So single family detached houses, which means a single family standalone house, we were down 15% less listings last year than the year prior. So we had 15% less houses come on the market, and closed sales were down 20%. So if you look at that, that's actually means, if you break that number down, we sold 5% less houses even with being down than we would have if our numbers were exactly the same. So we were down and we sold less houses. However, prices went up, and prices went up 8% for the detached houses in Charleston County. The average price point in Charleston County is $889,000 year end at the end of December 2023. That is up 8% over the year prior. So does that mean it's a bad time to sell? Absolutely not. Are less houses selling? Yes. Does that mean the buyer pool is less? Yes. However, prices are up, so it's not a bad time to sell. I will tell you that sellers are seeing price reductions, partially because they're pricing their houses too high, partially because the buyer pool is less, but sellers have gotten very overzealous. So sellers are seeing price reductions by almost 2%. They're getting, on average, 97%, 98% of their list price. So it's very important to note that, pricing your house has never been more important. The last couple years, it wasn't as important because people would give their left arm for a home, but it's different now. And I can help you with that because I'm very good at pricing houses. For some reason, it comes naturally to me. I understand the emotional side, the textile and feely touchy side, as well as the numbers and the business side. So that's just a shameless plug. But I do want to tell you that, again, what falls into all of this is houses are on the market 58% longer than they were in 2022. But that means that the average days on market is only 30 days on the market. So think about that, and think about how it relates to what you hear and see in the news. If a headline came on the news tonight and it said, houses are on the market 58% longer than this time last year, you would probably panic and think, I'm never going to sell my house. I can't sell right now. What am I going to do? I have to move. But that's really not the full story. Yes, they're down. We are on the market 58% longer, but it's only 30 days. That's the average days on market. So you take into account all of this and you think about, okay, so less houses are selling, but less houses also came on the market. So even though this kind of goes into the headline comment I just made, even though sales prices are up and closed sales are down, we're really only down 5% if we were exactly the same as we were last year. But if you heard a target marketing report on the news that said we're down 20%, that sounds horrible. It's not as bad as it seems. Numbers can be skewed a lot of different ways. So I just want to state, in looking at all the numbers for the year, Charleston County outpaced all the other counties in this MLS, and the MLS is where we go as realtors and put in all the listings that are for sale. They outpaced the market by almost $200,000. So Charleston is not a cheap place to live. It is more expensive than the other counties. Of course, different pockets in different counties are more expensive too. So you always have to take everything in perspective and in stride. Now I'm going to flip over to attached houses. So that's your condos, your townhouses. Those houses are also following the same trend as the detached houses. Similar numbers. Townhouse listings were down 15% also, just like standalone homes. And the sales or closed houses were down 24%. So when you take the difference of those numbers, actually we sold less townhomes, attached homes, than we did detached homes, and we were down 10%. On average though, sales prices for townhouses are also up 8% in Charleston County. So the average, not median, but average price for a single family attached house is $531,000. So again, if you have a townhouse to sell, it's a great time. I myself have several buyers looking for townhouses right now with very good price points at $550,000 to $600,000. It's hard to find a good townhouse. So also the similarity here with single family detached homes and attached homes is that the days on market here is 27 days on market, and that is longer by 35% from last year. So keep in mind, there's a lot of different ways to skew numbers. And when you hear on the news that something is down a whole lot, well, you have to look at what that really means. It doesn't mean that it's a bad situation. It just means the market has changed and you have to understand why. So if you would like to know more information or you're thinking about selling your house, please call me. I love talking real estate and I love giving you the knowledge that I have. I've been doing this a long time, and so it just comes naturally to me. So if you need anything at all, just give me a call. I do appreciate it. Questions are always welcome. Thanks. Have a great year.